Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the Bet On Me podcast, and it is Tuesday, September 6th, 2022, and this just happens to be the 100th episode of that same said podcast. So, yeah, we're very excited. Football started back, got a lot of things going on with it. We had a bunch of football over the weekend. We had a game here in Knoxville that was really good. Tennessee routed Ball State 59-10, and I believe we had the over in that one, which completely covered. No issue at all when it came to that game. Man, that really was a good game because Tennessee took it to them. I thought that it wasn't going to go over. To be honest with you, I thought that there toward the end they were going to kind of let off the gas there and not let anything happen. Ball State got a late score, and that put us over. Also, over the weekend, after that game, after here in Knoxville, we headed down to I believe it was Alabama. Head down to Alabama on Saturday, where they took on Utah State. Which, if you didn't have them in anything, that's kind of. I think I had them in. Let's see here. Yeah, I had them under 63.5, and Alabama did all the scoring. So, Alabama beat them 55-0, Utah State. And that's just, from years past, I've really watched a lot of these Bama games. And, they tend to, Nick Saban doesn't really like to, put 60 points up against a team like that. He'll drop about 50. He'll hang half 100 on you, but he typically doesn't like to do any more than that. And I just really didn't think Utah State would get on the board at all, hardly maybe 6 points. But, they didn't get on the board at all. So, yeah, Alabama, number one right now. Tennessee's still not ranked. Sorry, just had to get that in there. S.E.C team. I think Tennessee's going to be pretty good this year, guys. I mean, you can see the backdrop here. It's, hometown team where we are located out of. Anyway, we've got, after that one, we headed down to Atlanta. The Chick-fil-A kickoff with Georgia, ranked number 3, which I think Georgia's pretty damn good, to be honest with you guys. Playing Oregon. Oregon got 3 points on them. Oregon had Bo Nix. I know Stetson Bennett, he's a beast. 25-31, 368 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, this guy, I don't know. Their whole team is good. So I find it hard to. When you look at his numbers, you don't even want to compare him to Bryce Young. I mean, Bryce Young had 5 TDs, yeah, 18 for 28, but 195 yards. His rushing, yeah, that's right. Bryce Young's rushing yards, he rushed for 100 and ran for 1 TD. That's on 5 carries. But I mean, you're playing Utah State, so we got to kind of take this into consideration. Anyway, the reason I think Georgia looks a little bit better is because they played number 11 Oregon, and even though Oregon had Bo Nix, that's what I was getting into. Bo Nix is not really the type of quarterback you really think you're going to win anything with. He's not really the guy that I think is going to get it done, which is why he's not playing for Auburn anymore, because he just couldn't play against SEC talent. And that's I hate to say that, but not everybody can. A lot of people can play out there in the Pac-12, but once they get down here in the SEC, it's a little different, because this is where a lot of the guys that go to the NFL come from. So it's a little different. That's why everybody wants to join the SEC. So Georgia, beat the dog shit out of Oregon, or, sent them back home, flying back home, wings all taped up and everything. So Georgia, 49, Oregon 3. That was a pretty good game. Texas A&M kind of disappointing against Sam Houston, 31-0. I don't know. We'll see. They're one of my favorites this year. This one right here was crazy. Number 7 Utah coming in. Favored over Florida, and I know that was a close game there, but after watching that game in Atlanta, heading down to not Jacksonville, but Gainesville down there, guys. Um, I thought Florida would get it done all along, but yeah, that was a close one. Number 7 Utah brought it to them, and I think the SEC has improved, and I think that's great because if Tennessee's good, Georgia's good, Alabama's good, Florida's good. I mean, that's good for this. That's really good for the entire league, and it's good for the sport because that means we get more of these good teams in there, and it means more when, like, I think an Alabama goes undefeated or Georgia goes undefeated when the entire SEC is good. Because when I was coming up, I remember like Peyton Manning was played for Tennessee, if that tells you anything. So like, it wasn't just Alabama that was good and LSU that was good. I mean, everybody, Florida, Kentucky, LSU, Alabama, uh, Ole Miss was good. Arkansas was actually decent. Yeah, Georgia, of course. I'm just saying Tennessee. I mean, it was just different. South Carolina was a different team. It was just a little different. Anyway, Florida squeaked by 29-26. Lucky to get the win there. I'm really happy they did. Because you want the SEC to do good, you want them to be doing good, and you want this game between Tennessee and Florida to be a damn good one. I can't wait for that one. It's going to be a great game because I think this is going to be one of the first years in several years that both these teams have been decent. So I think we're going to see a pretty damn good game. Cincinnati went up against Arkansas. Woo pig suey. I had we had the over of 51 on the Florida game, 51.5, and we had Georgia 16.5, which was a rout, so that doesn't even matter. And we didn't take anything on the Woo Pig Suey, but they won 31-24. I did. I had them at plus 10.5. I took that right before the game started, or right as it started. I was a live bet, and the line moved, and I was like, I'll take them at 10.5. I thought Cincinnati would fare a little bit better, if not win the game. I actually think every SEC team won this weekend. Yeah, it's looking like they did. Because Arkansas won, Kentucky won, except for LSU. Of course, we all saw that one, which we had 19.5. We had Florida State 19.5 and the over 49.5, and that hit. No, wait, that was last night's game. I know we had Florida State as well. I can't remember what. Let me see if I put that on the Discord. I'm sure I shared it on the Discord. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I shared that on. Hell, I had a parlay. I had Florida on the money line. I had Florida plus 2.5 over 51.5 points. Jesus. I won all kinds of money that day, guys. Anyway, guys, just talking about these games over the weekend, having a blast. Yeah, everybody won except, LSU and Florida State. South Carolina won over Georgia State, Mississippi State. They beat Memphis. Vandy got the win over Elon. Auburn beat Mercer. Ole Miss over Troy. Kentucky over Miami. Ohio pretty handily. And Florida State beat LSU with that crazy blocked kick there at the end. I thought it was going to go over and go into overtime because I had the over. I had Florida State winning and the over, so I needed it to go into overtime. Florida State to handle business. But Florida State at 2-0 right now against LSU. LSU, I think, is in some down years, guys. I don't think we're going to see the same LSU we've been seeing. But it's okay as long as those other teams in the SEC pick up the slack for them, we'll be okay. I mean, they did just win a championship. It's not like – and they did lose their entire team and their coach. And just – it's a bad situation. And, I'm not a big fan of the Kelly brothers or the Kelly boys or whatever you want to call them. He just looked outmatched, Coach Kelly just looked completely outmatched, and I don't know, man. Florida State really surprised me, so I look for them to be pretty good this year. Looking to see how Miami looks as well. So, guys, we got some games tonight. We got some action going on the hardwood. We've got NBA or WNBA action. Not sure if it's the playoffs or the semis to get into the playoffs, how that works, but I just know there's some WNBA playoff action, whatever you want to call it, and we've got some wagers on it tonight, guys. If you want to check those out, you can head over to the website and join the Discord. It's $30 a month to join the Discord. You get access to bonus podcast videos, all kinds of stuff we got going on over there. We got dialogue. We're talking about all kinds of other games. Just the whole thread. We've got all sorts of stuff we've got going on over there, guys. You need to come check it out and follow along with all these picks that we're hitting. We're hitting parlays every other day. Literally, we hit a 4-leg, a bunch of 2 legs. We hit 2 legs all weekend. Basically, every bet we put in won because we were betting on the S.E.C and they all won. So, yeah. Just if you guys want to win some money, just follow us along on the Instagram, on the Twitter. Links are down below. Follow us on YouTube. Like, subscribe. That way you get notified of the latest videos that are popping up, guys. And we're just ready to get this football season in full swing. 100th episode of the podcast, guys. Appreciate everybody for watching out there. Make sure you go below and check out those links in the description. Go check out all that cool stuff. And we will see you guys next time.